what's going on? Hope you're having a great Sunday. If you are a man who has achieved a certain level of success in your life, but you are not satisfied, or you feel even a bit of angst and frustration or unhappiness in your life, I can tell you why that is without even having to meet you. The reason that a man doesn't feel satisfied, even after he's achieved a level of success, is because of one word, and that word is clarity. Oftentimes, men will achieve a certain success and then realize that they're playing someone else's game. And realize that the goal that they set out to achieve was something that someone else had in mind for them, or they were doing it to impress someone else. And what's required is absolute clarity about what is important to you. Now, this is not taught very often, and most men aren't even aware of it. But the real answer for achieving success that is satisfying and feels good. You know that feeling? You know that feeling? Like the feeling of when you achieve something and you feel like, yes, that was me. And you can contrast that with the feeling of achieving something and it being empty and hollow, and you get a lot of congratulations and a lot of kudos, but it actually feels kind of bad. It feels like a down or like a negative in some way. And it's curious. You scratch your head and think, man, I've worked so hard to achieve this. Why doesn't it feel good? The reason is because of a lack of clarity about who you are and what is important to you. Now, the way to achieve that clarity is through something that I call radical self-acceptance. You see, everybody has parts of their life that they are disappointed by or not happy with, or at some point. And oftentimes we try to do things to cover up for those things, to make up for them, to make up for our felt deficiencies. We go out and hustle and we grind and we do all the things that we're supposed to do so that we can feel better. But it doesn't work because we're trying to fill a black hole. That black hole comes when we don't start with self-acceptance, radical self-acceptance. And that means accepting every part of us, even the ugly parts. So if you're a man who has achieved a certain level of success and you are not happy with it, I don't mean that you're not happy as in, you got more goals. Well, great, that's awesome. I mean, it didn't satisfy you to achieve the ones that you did achieve. Well, then it's time to ask yourself, am I on the right track? Or am I likely to look back 5 years from now and be more alienated from myself? Maybe even more successful. Maybe you've climbed the ladder even higher, or your business has gone public and made you a gazillionaire, or maybe you've met the hottest girls that you can, or driven the best cars that you can, or had all of the things that you thought would take the pain away, but it doesn't. The truth is that the only way to do that is internally, and it's not a prescription that you hear much about from the majority of people. But just imagine what it would be like if your life, if when you woke up, the first thing you felt when you opened your eyes was, yes, I get to live another day of this life. What if the first thing you thought when you woke up And the first thing you felt was appreciation. Not dread, not stress, not the urge to get out and hustle, but simple appreciation for your life and for who you are. It's been my observation that most men are very disconnected from who they are. And I have had that experience myself. I'm intimately familiar with that. It's also my observation that that's not the way that it's meant to be. That we come to this earth. I believe that we choose to come to this earth. Well, it sounds a little weird, but we choose to come to this earth so that we can be ourselves. Society tries to tell us to hide who we are so that we can win the game, play the game. But guys, that game that society imposes upon us is not the game that we chose. That's someone else's game. And when you came here to this world, you came with the full ability to choose the game you want to play, because you can look around and you can see people who play a different game. And those are the ones that we look up to. Those are the ones that we respect. Those are the ones that we think, yeah, that guy's got it. There's nothing inherently different about that person. There's nothing that they have that you or I don't. It's simply an orientation that starts with complete self-acceptance. Complete self-acceptance that allows you to be free from the fear of criticism, that allows you to be free from the fear of competition, of not measuring up. See, all those hang-ups, which can be so powerful, such powerful drivers for us, all those hang-ups go away when we realize that, hey man, you get to make the rules of the game that you play. A lot of times it can be difficult to do this on your own, because while you're trying to, I kind of think of it like this. While you're trying to get out of the game that you're immersed in, you've got all of these influences, all of these pressures trying to keep you in the game so that the people that are playing that game don't feel worse about you leaving it. Maybe you've heard the whole story of like if a lobster tries to get out of a bin or out of a bucket, the other lobster will like grab it and pull it back down. It's kind of like that. It takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of determination. Or it takes clarity. It just takes the clarity to see that the life that you're living now is not the life that you want to live. No matter what it might look like from the outside, you know the feelings inside. And it is my observation, my firm conviction, that the thing we want more than anything, more than fancy cars, more than hot girls, and more than tons of money in the bank, even more than respect from other people, the thing we want more than anything else is the feeling of being ourselves. The feeling of being ourselves. It's like when you watch an artist who is transfixed, who is almost in a trance. You go to a concert and somebody's playing the guitar, and they're just they are moved by something within them that is so beautiful, and you can feel it. I believe that realm is available, and actually that is what we have come here to experience. So for you watching this now, if you have achieved a certain level of success, and it is not only unsatisfying, but it is had a negative impact, the place to start is with clarity. Clarity. Who are you? What is important to you? These can sound like very simple and easily overlooked questions, but these are the questions that give you the path to finding that clarity so that you can live in